Apparently, Roger Smith's reaction to Ann-Margret's close relationship with Elvis Presley has been a subject of interest for many years. While it's natural to assume that any husband would feel jealous or insecure about his wife's close bond with another man, especially someone as charismatic as Elvis, Roger Smith seemed to handle the situation with ease and understanding. According to Ann-Margret, her husband was not only aware of her close friendship with Elvis, but also supported it, recognizing that their relationship was purely platonic. In fact, Ann-Margret has often spoken about how Roger Smith was a calm and secure individual who never felt threatened by her interactions with other men, including Elvis. This is evident from the fact that Roger Smith would often join Ann-Margret and Elvis on social outings, and the three of them would spend time together, enjoying each other's company. Ann-Margret has also mentioned that Roger Smith was a great admirer of Elvis's music and appreciated his talent, which further suggests that he didn't harbor any jealousy or resentment towards the king of rock and roll. Despite the close bond between Ann-Margret and Elvis, Roger Smith remained confident in their marriage and never let jealousy get the better of him. This speaks volumes about the strength of their relationship and the trust they shared. Meanwhile, Ann-Margret's personal life was also flourishing, particularly after meeting Roger Smith in 1961 during her movie debut. At the time, Ann-Margret was just starting to make a name for herself in the film industry, and it would be a few years before she and Roger would reconnect. They reunited in 1966, and their connection was undeniable, leading to a year of dating and getting to know each other better. As their relationship blossomed, Ann-Margret and Roger found themselves falling deeply in love. They decided to take the next step and tie the knot in 1967. The couple chose Las Vegas as the perfect location for their intimate wedding, surrounded by close friends and family. Their union marked the beginning of a beautiful and enduring partnership that would last for 50 years. Throughout their marriage, Ann-Margret and Roger were each other's rock, supporting and loving each other through the ups and downs of life. They were a true Hollywood power couple, with Ann-Margret's successful acting career and Roger's own accomplishments as an actor and businessman. Together, they navigated the highs and lows of the entertainment industry, always finding comfort and strength in each other's love and companionship. As the years went by, Ann-Margret and Roger continued to grow and evolve together, their bond becoming stronger with each passing day. They were a shining example of a successful and happy marriage, one that was built on mutual respect, trust, and a deep and abiding love for each other. Even as they faced the challenges of growing older and dealing with health issues, their love for each other remained a constant source of comfort and inspiration. Sadly, their 50-year marriage came to an end with Roger's passing in 2017. Ann-Margret was devastated by the loss of her beloved husband, but she continued to celebrate their life together and the love they shared. Despite the sadness of losing Roger, Ann-Margret remained proud of their accomplishments and the life they built together, and she continued to cherish the memories of their time together. Ann-Margret cherished her marriage to Roger Smith, expressing pride in their relationship and their mutual support for one another. This enduring bond was built on a foundation of trust and admiration, which Ann-Margret often spoke about in interviews and public appearances. Her love and respect for Roger were evident in the way she spoke about him, and it was clear that she valued their partnership above all else. Roger Smith was groomed for the big screen from a young age, having learned to sing, dance, and act since he was 6. This early training laid the groundwork for a successful acting career, which spanned many years and included numerous notable films. Smith's talent and charisma on screen earned him a loyal following, and he became a household name in the entertainment industry. Ann-Margret often spoke about the ways in which Roger supported her, both personally and professionally. She credited him with being her rock, providing a sense of stability and comfort that allowed her to pursue her passions without fear. In return, Ann-Margret was Roger's biggest cheerleader, attending his film premieres and offering encouragement whenever he needed it. Together, Ann-Margret and Roger Smith formed a formidable team, both on and off screen. Their marriage was a testament to the power of true love and partnership, and it continues to inspire fans to this day. Despite the challenges they faced, the couple remained devoted to one another, and their bond only grew stronger with time. Roger Smith's background in the entertainment industry was marked by a series of successful roles, which showcased his versatility as an actor. From dramatic performances to comedic turns, Smith proved himself to be a talented and dedicated artist. His work on screen was met with critical acclaim, and he earned numerous awards and nominations throughout his career. Ann-Margret's admiration for Roger Smith was not limited to his professional accomplishments, however. She also cherished his kind heart and generous spirit, which made him a beloved figure in their community. Smith's commitment to philanthropy and charitable causes was inspiring, and Ann-Margret often joined him in his efforts to make a positive impact on the world. As a couple, Ann-Margret and Roger Smith were a force to be reckoned with. They supported one another through thick and thin, celebrating each other's successes and offering comfort during difficult times. Their love and devotion to one another were a source of strength, and they continued to inspire fans with their enduring bond. Following her marriage to Roger Smith, Ann-Margret formed a close bond with his 3 children from his previous marriage, and over time, she developed a wonderful relationship with them and their children, often acting as a loving grandmother figure. As the years went by, Ann-Margret's connection with Roger's children and their families only grew stronger, and she remained a constant presence in their lives. In a different chapter of her life, Ann-Margret had the opportunity to meet the legendary Elvis Presley on the set of the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas, where she was 22 years old and he was 28. This meeting marked the beginning of a unique friendship between the two stars, and they went on to record several songs together. Their time spent together in the recording studio often led to a smoldering relationship, with their undeniable chemistry on and off-screen captivating audiences everywhere. As they worked together, Ann-Margret and Elvis developed a deep respect for each other's talents, and their collaboration resulted in some truly unforgettable performances. Despite their strong connection, however, their relationship ultimately remained a professional one, with both parties choosing to maintain a platonic friendship rather than pursuing a romantic relationship. During the filming of Viva Las Vegas, Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley began a romantic courtship that blossomed into a deep and complimentary relationship. Their shared passions for music and motorcycling created a strong bond between them, and they found themselves lost in conversation for hours, discussing their favorite hobbies and interests. As they spent more time together, their mutual respect and admiration for each other grew, and they discovered that they had a lot in common. However, their budding romance was not without its challenges. Elvis Presley began to feel a sense of professional jealousy during the filming of Viva Las Vegas. He felt that the director, George Sidney, favored Ann-Margret, and this perceived favoritism made him feel uneasy. Despite his growing feelings for Ann-Margret, Elvis couldn't help but feel threatened by the attention she was receiving from the director. Despite Elvis's professional jealousy, their personal relationship continued to flourish. Ann-Margret was drawn to Elvis's charismatic personality and his passion for music, and Elvis was captivated by Ann-Margret's beauty, talent, and adventurous spirit. As they worked together on the film, they found themselves growing closer, and their romance began to blossom. As the filming of Viva Las Vegas progressed, Elvis and Ann-Margret's relationship became more serious. They would often spend hours talking and laughing together, and their chemistry on screen was undeniable. Despite the challenges they faced, including Elvis's professional jealousy, their relationship continued to grow stronger. In the end, Elvis's professional jealousy did not affect their personal relationship. Ann-Margret and Elvis remained close, and their romance continued to blossom long after the filming of Viva Las Vegas was completed. Their relationship was built on a deep and abiding respect for each other, and they found joy in sharing their passions and interests together. Despite the public speculation about favoritism surrounding their on-screen partnership in the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas, Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley had a genuine love affair that went beyond the confines of their movie roles. Elvis's friends and crew sensed the strong chemistry between the two, and it was clear that their romance was the real deal. As their relationship blossomed, Ann-Margret and Elvis found themselves drawn to each other's charismatic stage presence and captivating personalities. The intense passion and energy they shared on screen was undeniable, and it soon became apparent that their feelings for each other extended far beyond the realm of their professional partnership. Although their romance eventually came to an end, Ann-Margret and Elvis remained close friends for many years, maintaining a deep and abiding affection for each other. Elvis would often send her letters, flowers, and gifts, and the two would stay in touch through regular correspondence. This enduring friendship was a testament to the strong bond they had formed during their time together, and it continued to flourish even after their romantic relationship had ended. Throughout the years, Ann-Margret would receive thoughtful gestures from Elvis, who never forgot the special connection they shared. These small tokens of his affection served as a reminder of the love and admiration they had for each other, and they helped to keep their friendship alive and vibrant. Even as Elvis's life took a tumultuous turn, with the pressures of fame and personal struggles taking their toll, his friendship with Ann-Margret remained a constant source of comfort and support. Until his untimely death in 1977, the two remained in close contact, their bond a lasting reminder of the love and passion they had shared during their time together. As the years went by, the romance between Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley eventually came to an end in 1967, largely due to the other elements in Elvis's life that he could no longer ignore, including his promise to marry Priscilla Beaulieu. Despite the strong bond they had formed during the filming of Viva Las Vegas, they both accepted that their relationship had run its course, and it was time to move on. Elvis went on to marry Priscilla in 1967, a union that would last for 6 years, and produce a daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. Ann-Margret, on the other hand, married actor Roger Smith a year later in 1968, a marriage that would last until Smith's passing in 2017. Although their romantic relationship had ended, Elvis and Ann-Margret continued to support each other's careers, often attending each other's movie premieres and concerts. They remained close friends, a testament to the strong connection they had formed during their time together. Their friendship endured even as they both went their separate ways, a rare occurrence in the often cutthroat world of Hollywood. Ann-Margret would often speak fondly of Elvis in interviews, praising his talent and charisma, while Elvis would frequently seek her advice on his movie projects. The end of their romance marked the beginning of a beautiful and lasting friendship, one that would transcend the ups and downs of their respective careers. As Ann-Margret's career continued to soar, she would often look back on her time with Elvis as a defining moment in her life, one that had helped shape her into the person she was today. And although their romance had ended, the impact it had on her life would be felt for years to come. During their long-lasting marriage, Roger Smith played a crucial role in supporting Ann-Margret through her personal struggles, including her rehabilitation from alcoholism. He stood by her side, offering love and care, and helped her navigate the challenges she faced. In return, Ann-Margret was also a devoted caregiver to Roger Smith, particularly during his battles with serious health issues such as Parkinson's disease and myasthenia gravis. Her unwavering dedication and support were instrumental in helping him cope with the difficulties that came with these conditions. Roger Smith's understanding nature was also evident in his reaction to Ann-Margret's relationship with Elvis Presley. Despite the strong bond that Ann-Margret shared with Elvis, Roger Smith never felt threatened or jealous. Instead, he demonstrated a remarkable level of acceptance and understanding, recognizing the unique connection that Ann-Margret and Elvis had formed. This special connection was rooted in their shared passion for music and performance, and Roger Smith was secure enough in his own relationship with Ann-Margret to acknowledge and respect this bond. Throughout their marriage, Roger Smith and Ann-Margret demonstrated a deep commitment to each other, one that was built on trust, love, and mutual support. Whether they were facing personal struggles or navigating the complexities of their careers, they stood together, a testament to the strength and endurance of their relationship. Despite the close bond between Elvis and Ann-Margret, Elvis respected Ann-Margret's marriage to Roger Smith, and their friendship continued to thrive. Elvis would often send Ann-Margret flowers for her Las Vegas performances, a gesture that demonstrated his enduring affection and appreciation for her talents. This thoughtful act not only showcased Elvis's kind heart, but also highlighted the strong foundation of their friendship, which remained unshakable despite the passage of time. Ann-Margret, in turn, deeply appreciated Roger Smith's lack of jealousy, admiring his understanding and respect for her friendship with Elvis. Roger Smith's secure nature and trust in Ann-Margret allowed her to maintain a close relationship with Elvis without any tension or strain on her marriage. This unique dynamic was a testament to the strength of Ann-Margret's marriage and the deep respect that existed between her, Roger Smith, and Elvis. As Ann-Margret's career continued to flourish, Elvis remained a constant source of support and encouragement. His flowers and thoughtful gestures were a reminder that their friendship was built on a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. Ann-Margret's marriage to Roger Smith was a union that was strong enough to withstand the scrutiny of the public eye, and the fact that Elvis continued to be a part of her life was a testament to the enduring power of their friendship. The fact that Elvis respected Ann-Margret's marriage and continued to maintain a close friendship with her speaks volumes about the character of both individuals. It highlights the depth of their relationship and the strong bond that existed between them. Ann-Margret's appreciation for Roger Smith's understanding and respect for her friendship with Elvis is a testament to the strength of her marriage and the unique dynamic that existed between her, Roger Smith, and Elvis. In many ways, the friendship between Ann-Margret and Elvis was a beacon of hope for those who believed that men and women could maintain close relationships without the complications of romance. Their bond was built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and admiration, and it continued to thrive despite the challenges and scrutiny that came with their high-profile careers. As Ann-Margret's career continued to flourish, she shared a long and loving relationship with her husband Roger Smith. The couple's marriage was a tremendous success, with Ann-Margret valuing her relationship as much as her career achievements. Ann-Margret's early career was marked by her movie debut in Pocketful of Miracles in 1961, where she played the role of Louise. This was followed by her starring role in Bye Bye Birdie, a musical comedy film that showcased her singing and dancing talents. Her performance in Bye Bye Birdie earned her a Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year, and she went on to achieve significant success in her acting career. Throughout her career, Ann-Margret worked tirelessly to establish herself as a talented and versatile actress. Her dedication paid off, as she went on to star in numerous films, television shows, and stage productions. Ann-Margret's marriage to Roger Smith was a constant source of support and comfort, and the couple's relationship endured for many years. Despite the demands of her career, Ann-Margret prioritized her marriage and valued the love and companionship that she shared with her husband. As the years passed, Ann-Margret continued to build on her success, taking on a wide range of roles and working with some of the most talented directors and actors of her time. Her legacy as a talented and enduring actress was cemented, and she remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Through her long and loving relationship with Roger Smith, Ann-Margret found a sense of balance and happiness that complemented her successful career. Before meeting Ann-Margret, Roger Smith was previously married to Victoria Shaw for 9 years. This marriage lasted nearly a decade, but ultimately ended in divorce. Prior to settling down with Ann-Margret, Roger Smith was known as a ladies' man, with a reputation for being charming and charismatic. However, it seems that his encounter with Ann-Margret marked a turning point in his life. Roger Smith took Ann-Margret on a series of lavish dates after reuniting in 1966. These dates were likely a testament to his wealth and status, as well as his desire to impress Ann-Margret. The dates were likely filled with luxury and extravagance, showcasing Roger Smith's ability to provide a high level of comfort and sophistication. As their relationship blossomed, it became clear that Roger Smith was smitten with Ann-Margret. Their romance culminated in a civil ceremony in Las Vegas in 1967. This intimate and low-key ceremony marked the beginning of their life together. By choosing a civil ceremony, the couple may have been seeking to avoid the publicity and fanfare that often accompanied celebrity weddings. Instead, they opted for a more private and personal celebration of their love. Roger Smith's decision to settle down with Ann-Margret marked a significant change in his life. Gone were the days of being a ladies' man, as he had found a partner with whom he could share his life. Ann-Margret brought stability and companionship into his life, and it seems that he was deeply devoted to her. As they began their life together, it was clear that their relationship was built on a foundation of love, trust, and mutual respect. Meanwhile, Ann-Margret and Roger Smith acquired a property in Los Angeles in 1968, where Ann-Margret continued to live after Roger's death. This property became a place of comfort and solace for Ann-Margret as she navigated the ups and downs of her life and career. As she spent more time at the property, she began to create a life filled with love, laughter, and memories that would last a lifetime. In another part of her life, Ann-Margret's film career had been taking off, and she had the opportunity to work with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. One of those stars was Elvis Presley, whom she met in 1963. By the time Elvis met Ann-Margret, he had already appeared in 14 films and was a well-known actor. He had established himself as a talented singer and performer, and his film career was just beginning to take off. Elvis's early films were often musicals and romantic comedies, and he quickly became known for his charisma and charm on screen. He had a unique ability to connect with his audience, and his films were often filled with music, dance, and romance. As Ann-Margret and Elvis worked together, they developed a strong chemistry that would be evident on screen. Their collaboration would result in some memorable films, and their on-screen partnership would be remembered for years to come. As Ann-Margret continued to work in the film industry, she would go on to appear in a wide range of films, from dramas to comedies, and would establish herself as a talented and versatile actress. Throughout her career, Ann-Margret would be known for her beauty, talent, and dedication to her craft. She would work with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and would appear in some of the most iconic films of her time. And as she looked back on her life and career, she would always remember the properties she shared with Roger Smith, and the memories they had created together. As the years went by, Ann-Margret would continue to live in the properties she had shared with Roger, and would fill it with memories of her own. She would surround herself with loved ones, and would create a life filled with joy, love, and laughter. And as she looked to the future, she would always be grateful for the life she had built, and the memories she had created along the way. Meanwhile, Elvis's romantic history was marked by a complex and tumultuous relationship with Priscilla, whom he met in Germany when she was just 14 years old. Despite her being a minor, Elvis promised to marry her, and the two continued their relationship even after he returned to the United States. However, Elvis's attention soon turned to Ann-Margret, his co-star in the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas. The on-screen chemistry between Elvis and Ann-Margret was undeniable, with their musical and dance performances bringing a new level of energy and excitement to the film. As the cameras rolled, Elvis and Ann-Margret's romance blossomed, and the two began a secret affair. Their relationship was marked by a deep passion and connection, with Ann-Margret bringing out a new side of Elvis that few had seen before. Despite his ongoing relationship with Priscilla, Elvis found himself drawn to Ann-Margret's vivacity and charm, and the two shared a romance that would last for several years. The success of Viva Las Vegas can be attributed in large part to the on-screen chemistry between Elvis and Ann-Margret. Their musical numbers, including the iconic The Lady Loves Me and What I Say, showcased their incredible talent and charisma, and their dance performances brought a new level of excitement to the film. The movie's success was a testament to the enduring power of Elvis's music and the undeniable chemistry between him and Ann-Margret. As Elvis's relationship with Ann-Margret continued, his romance with Priscilla began to fade. Despite his promises to marry her, Elvis's attention had turned to Ann-Margret, and Priscilla eventually returned to Germany. The two would eventually reunite and get married in 1967, but Elvis's relationship with Ann-Margret had left a lasting impact on his life and career. Interestingly, Ann-Margret had a special place in the heart of Elvis Presley, who affectionately nicknamed her Rusty. This term of endearment was something Elvis used throughout their relationship, and even in their private communications. The nickname Rusty held a lot of significance for Ann-Margret, as it symbolized the deep affection and connection she shared with Elvis. One of the most notable gifts Elvis sent to Ann-Margret was a pink love heart bed, which was a unique and thoughtful gesture. The bed was a reflection of Elvis's romantic side and his desire to shower Ann-Margret with love and affection. This gift was not just a material possession but a symbol of the love and adoration Elvis had for Ann-Margret. Elvis's romantic gestures did not stop at gifts. He also continued to send Ann-Margret flowers and letters even after their romance ended. This speaks volumes about the deep affection Elvis had for Ann-Margret and how he continued to cherish the memories of their time together. The fact that Elvis continued to send her flowers and letters even after they parted ways shows that his love for her was genuine and long-lasting. It's clear that Elvis had a special connection with Ann-Margret, and the gifts and letters he sent her were a testament to the love they shared. The nickname Rusty remains a reminder of the deep affection Elvis had for Ann-Margret, and the pink love heart bed stands as a symbol of the romance they shared. Meanwhile, in the life of Elvis Presley, a significant event took place on May 1, 1967, when he married Priscilla in Las Vegas, fulfilling his promise to her despite his ongoing feelings for Ann-Margret. This union was a commitment Elvis had made to Priscilla, and he went through with the wedding, even though his heart still belonged to Ann-Margret. The marriage between Elvis and Priscilla was a significant moment in their lives, marking the beginning of a new chapter for the couple. Around the same time, Ann-Margret made her first performance on the Las Vegas stage in June 1967. This was a major milestone in her career, and Elvis, who still had strong feelings for her, wanted to show his support and appreciation for her talent. He sent her a guitar-shaped floral arrangement for all her Las Vegas openings, a gesture that spoke volumes about his admiration for her as a performer. This thoughtful gift was a testament to the strong bond between Elvis and Ann-Margret, a bond that went beyond a mere friendship. As Ann-Margret took the stage in Las Vegas, she was met with thunderous applause and admiration from the audience. Her performances were a huge success, and she quickly became a favorite among the Las Vegas crowd. Elvis's gift was a reminder that he was always thinking of her. Even as he began his new life with Priscilla, the guitar-shaped floral arrangement was a symbol of his appreciation for Ann-Margret's talent and his ongoing feelings for her. Despite his marriage to Priscilla, Elvis's feelings for Ann-Margret never truly faded away. He continued to support her career, and she remained a significant figure in his life. The guitar-shaped floral arrangement was a gesture that spoke to the complexity of their relationship, a relationship that was built on mutual admiration and respect. As Ann-Margret's star continued to rise in Las Vegas, Elvis was always there to offer his support, a testament to the enduring bond between them. Following her rise to fame, Ann-Margret's career was managed full-time by her husband Roger Smith, who had retired from acting. This partnership proved to be highly successful, and Ann-Margret's career continued to flourish under his guidance. The couple's professional partnership was a key factor in Ann-Margret's enduring success, and she often credited Roger Smith with helping her navigate the complexities of the entertainment industry. Ann-Margret has spoken highly of her bond with Roger Smith, describing it as unbreakable. She has said that she knew she would marry him by their third date, and that she appreciated his unwavering support throughout their marriage. Roger Smith's dedication to Ann-Margret's career was evident in the way he managed her schedule, negotiated contracts, and offered valuable advice on her roles and projects. Throughout their marriage, Ann-Margret and Roger Smith were inseparable, both on and off screen. They worked together on several projects, and their partnership extended beyond the professional realm to encompass a deep and abiding love for each other. Ann-Margret has often spoken of the ways in which Roger Smith supported her, both personally and professionally, and has credited him with helping her to achieve her goals. As Ann-Margret's career continued to soar, Roger Smith remained her rock, providing a steady and reassuring presence in her life. He was her manager, her confidant, and her partner, and she relied on him heavily for guidance and support. Together, they navigated the ups and downs of the entertainment industry, and their bond grew stronger with each passing year. Ann-Margret's success was not limited to her film career, and she also enjoyed a successful stage career, performing in numerous musicals and concerts. Roger Smith was always by her side, managing her schedule and offering his support and encouragement. He was her biggest fan, and she often credited him with helping her to overcome her fears and doubts. Despite the challenges they faced, Ann-Margret and Roger Smith's marriage remained strong, and they continued to work together on various projects. They were a true Hollywood power couple, and their partnership was the stuff of legend. Ann-Margret's career continued to thrive, and she remained one of the most beloved and respected actresses of her generation. Meanwhile, Ann-Margret's relationship with Elvis Presley was also influenced by their shared passion for motorcycling. The two met on the set of the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas, where they quickly discovered their common interest in motorcycles. This shared hobby brought them closer together, and they would often spend time riding and exploring the outdoors. Elvis, who was already an avid motorcyclist, was impressed by Ann-Margret's skills and enthusiasm for the sport. As their romance blossomed, motorcycling became an integral part of their time together, allowing them to bond over their shared passion. Despite the strong connection they shared, Elvis's commitment to marrying Priscilla Presley ultimately led to the end of his romance with Ann-Margret. Elvis had met Priscilla in 1959, and the two had been in a long-term relationship. Although he had strong feelings for Ann-Margret, he felt obligated to follow through with his plans to marry Priscilla. This decision marked the beginning of the end of his affair with Ann-Margret, as he struggled to balance his feelings for both women. As Elvis's relationship with Priscilla progressed, he eventually ended his romance with Ann-Margret. Although the two remained friends, their romantic involvement came to a close. Ann-Margret, who had developed strong feelings for Elvis, was heartbroken by the end of their affair. However, she continued to pursue her passion for motorcycling, often riding and competing in various events. Elvis, on the other hand, went on to marry Priscilla in 1967, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life. In the years that followed, Ann-Margret's career continued to flourish, with the actress appearing in a wide range of films and television shows. Although her romance with Elvis had come to an end, she never forgot the time they spent together and the memories they created on their motorcycles. For Elvis, his marriage to Priscilla marked a new beginning, but he never lost his love for motorcycling, often riding and collecting motorcycles throughout his life. Following the sudden and tragic death of Elvis Presley in 1977, Ann-Margret was among those who attended his funeral, a testament to the deep respect and love she continued to have for the legendary musician. Accompanied by her husband Roger Smith, Ann-Margret paid her respects to the man who had been a significant figure in her life and career. The bond between Ann-Margret and Elvis had been forged during the filming of the 1964 movie Viva Las Vegas, in which they starred together, and their on-screen chemistry had been undeniable. Despite the passing of time, Ann-Margret's admiration for Elvis had endured, and she was deeply affected by his untimely death. As she stood alongside other mourners at the funeral, Ann-Margret was a poignant reminder of the lasting impact Elvis had on those who knew him, both personally and professionally. Her presence at the funeral was a heartfelt tribute to a man who had left an indelible mark on her life and the world of entertainment. The grief that Ann-Margret felt at Elvis's passing was a testament to the strong connection they had shared, and her decision to attend his funeral was a fitting way to honor his memory. As the world mourned the loss of a musical icon, Ann-Margret's attendance at the funeral served as a poignant reminder of the human side of Elvis, a man who had touched the lives of countless people, including her